Anthony, whatever your name is, I have a challenge for you, okay? If you're so sure that I'm just a joke and that I'm not going to make it in the music industry, I'm wondering if you will agree to sign a contract. I can get my lawyer to make it up. We can make it legal in the state of California. I will get a contract made up that states that you, Anthony, whatever your name is, will delete your YouTube channel if and when Curtis Unkle Adams attains 1 million monthly Spotify listeners and earns $1 million. If you really think that I have no hope in making it, then you will sign that contract. And I will make sure of it that you have to hold up your end of the bargain and your channel will be deleted. If you don't agree to signing such a contract, that means that you're scared that I'm going to make it. They don't see me unless I pull a Lamborghini. Everybody wanna be me till I pull up and they meet me, I'ma die so.
When will you respond and apologize to Unkle Adams? Well, here we go. You know, here's the thing. I've been talking about doing some kind of response or something to Unkle Adams, and my associate Austin and my wife have recommended against it. They've recommended against it. They've said, no, don't respond to Unkle Adams. He's calling you needle dick on his channel. It's not that I don't think that you can make it. It's that I don't think you can make it as is. I think you need to reassess your strategy, maybe reassess the kind of music you're making. And on top of that, one of my main points in the video that I think was kind of overlooked is that to make the kind of music that you're making and to potentially hit it in the music industry, you don't need to throw away all the money that you're throwing away. Hey everyone, Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd. Hope you're doing well. And in this video, we're going to be doing a bit of a conversation, sort of an impromptu interview with my guest here, who is a motivational speaker. He is a rapper. He's a songwriter. What else am I forgetting? What else am I forgetting there? Is there something else you'd add to that list?
No, I think you nailed it on the head pretty good there. Motivational rapper and speaker is about sums it up. Entrepreneur, risk taker, dreamer.
Mr. Unkle Adams himself. How you doing, dude?
But this takes courage. You have to try different things. You have to be willing to spend. You know, no matter what people say about me, they have to agree that I'm persistent and I don't give up and I'm really putting myself out there. And I think a lot of musicians are probably either not as far along as me or in more debt than me, but they don't have the courage to turn on a camera and tell the world.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I still feel, yeah, 200 grand, it really isn't that much money when you think of it that way. Like, for example, does it snow where you are?
Yeah, in New England, yeah.
Okay, so next time you're driving and a snowplow or a grader drives beside you, last time I heard, those are worth about $250,000, okay? So that kind of puts a perspective on it. If you zoom out on the earth and you see that one little tiny grader in that one little city, when you look at it that way, it's not that much compared to the possibility. It's a lot if you're making $10 or $15 an hour and that's your salary cap and you can never ever make more than that, then yeah, $200,000 is a really scary number. But some people just don't have the vision to sort of see that and see the possibilities. And that's what I see. I understand my circumstances now, but I'm not trying to stay here. I'm trying to go to the vision that I see inside of my mind. Some people are saying I'm a hypocrite because, you know, I have a song called I Am Stronger, which is an anti-bullying song. And then in one of my videos, I'm calling someone names. One thing I'll say to that is bullying is repeated cruel behavior towards somebody, over and over, playing games with them mentally, trying to make them feel small about themselves. Calling someone a name once technically isn't bullying, okay? I just have notes over here. I'm a free agent, okay? My manager and I decided to mutually sign a release form, and we're not working anymore together. It just wasn't working. I wish him well, but I have no manager now. So I'm on the hunt for a new manager. And I don't think people usually say that in YouTube videos, right? But I'm not exactly doing things in an orthodox way anyway. So I'm just going to put that out there. Another thing I'm thinking about doing is I think I'm going to start live streaming on YouTube and I can go live, I can live stream on there, and then you guys can ask me questions. Sorry to bother you about shout outs, but could you please shout out my friend's band, I See You Up? You've been a huge inspiration to them. Hope I said that right. I see you, P. Hey, Unc, what do you think of Death Grips? And do you think they took inspiration in their last album from Planting Seeds? Love from Italy. I don't know about that. I know for a while, like, people were like, Death Grips, Death Grips, Death Grips, collab with Death Grips, go to Death Grips. Like, people were messaging me all the time, but I'm really not that familiar with them. I'm going to put this up on eBay. But during the live stream, I whipped out this, the hat that I wore in original, and people were losing their minds. People were freaking out about it. And then I posed the question, should I sell this hat? And people were like, yeah, you know, name your price. Go ahead, put it up. Someone said $266,000, just joking around. Of course, I'm not going to sell it for that much. So I've created a certificate of authenticity that says that I hereby certify that this is the hat that I wore in the original video. I've signed it on the inside. It says stay original. I have an online store. I'm putting this hat and certificate on my website for a buy it now price of $10,000. And I know that some of you are going to be like, what, $10,000 for that? Like, are you crazy? But hear me out on this, okay? There will never be another one of these. This is the only hat in the world that I wore during that video and that I signed myself. There is no number 2, 3, 4. This is the only one in the world. So I think that serious collectors that see my future being bright will seriously consider buying this, because you think $10,000 is a lot right now. Just wait until I blow up. This thing's going to be worth a lot more.
Dear Unkle Adams, I need you and your pop balloon to get down off the roof so I can talk to you. After watching a lot, I think I've got your view. You say you share the truth, that's what you gotta do. And then despite that, you see there's people fighting you. You say they're probably full of hate, cause they fight the truth. But their biggest problem isn't that you rock a suit. The problem is that your message has an ironic tune. You say to chase your dreams, and it'll profit you. But be honest, dude, where has that gotten you? But that's not stopping you, and that's a problem too. It's like you want success without paying your proper dues. Look, there's some who wanna watch you lose. Some don't want you to win, but there's a lot who do. And maybe while working a job, all we want is an unk who comes to grips with reality while he's rocking tunes. I know that trolls can make you touchy, but most of them are haters, they're just trying to be funny.